good does that feel?
Thank you. No, it feels great.
Yeah. All right, we got to jump into it. My biggest one is there was a slight delay between game number 1 and game number 2. We got word that there was a bug in the game, and I want to hear from your point of view, or at least maybe you could explain to the viewers at home exactly what that bug was and why there was that delay.
Yeah, I think if people watched the team fight when we were pushing the game, the high ground for the first time, they were probably a bit confused at what we were doing and how we are professional players. Because there was an egg inside 5 heroes in the arena, and we were all clicking it, and then I don't know what happened, but like we lost vision of it. Like we saw it, but it was like it's invis. Like we can't click it, and you can see like me, Aiden, and Mickey are just like all like running into it, trying to like enter the egg, because we just. Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened. I've never seen it before, but we couldn't click it anymore. We lost vision.
Yeah, we were all watching it.
Too bright, yeah. Blinded you guys.
We were all watching and we're just like, okay, no one's going to address egg here. So yes, that was the bug, a bit of an issue. But you guys ended up getting that win anyway. We heard it from Nisha before. There was that loss in game number 2 for you guys. Were you just not ready for the pace and the tempo that the game 2 draft had?
I completely forgot what was happening in game 2.
Tundra had the exact same draft.
Oh,
you guys had Visage Dawnbreaker.
Visage, yes. Now that game, I think, I wanted to play Visage. I thought it would be good for the lane, kind of no matter what. It ended up that my hero is a little bit useless in teamfights later on, and we fucked up our early timings a little bit. I think probably after I get Gleipnir, I should get Pipe, and we are like much stronger together, like kind of run around as 5. But it ended up that we are, playing as 4 without our Dawnbreaker, and we don't have any of the ores with us, and yeah, they made a nice move and caught us off guard. And after that, the game was a little bit grim, because our team fight is, not sure if it's weaker, but it felt harder to execute. And yeah, they honestly just made a bunch of really nice moves and caught us off guard that game.
Yeah, into that second game, when you guys talk about itemization, does it happen before I'm gonna be getting the pipe, I'm gonna be buying the mech? Because I was kind of expecting, maybe some drums, maybe some pipe early on the Visage, because you're the Visage master, one of your Siggies, and you did go for Gleipnir Sam the last time when you played against PL in the lane against Team Spirit, I believe.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it. We thought Dawnbreaker would be able to get the Greaves pipe, so I could scale a little bit more, because you don't want everyone going for ores, you want also the balance, so you still have good scaling. But yeah, in hindsight, it was a bit of a mistake to expect him to do everything, and I should have adapted my build.
How do you feel about the current meta with all these auras and everything, being very popular right now, and just the patch has changed. We've seen a lot of different things change, and the games are kind of faster. Does it come down to everybody pretty much buying auras from the offlane, or is there something else to it?
I don't know if it's patch related or if people just realized that the best way to play is just to be unkillable. So you kind of do whatever lets you do it. Last patch, you bought Eternal Shroud and Shivas, and you were unkillable. You didn't need any auras from anybody. You didn't need any help. But now these items are a little bit nerfed, so people are looking for more ways to just, be unkillable and just make the game easy for yourself.
We want to watch a clip with you, but I know that BSJ has the question that goes with it. So if you want to take a look at our TV here, our screens, production's going to run it for us. It was that end moment.
I just want to know what the communication was. Did you tell Mickey this was going to happen? Did you tell him to hold his buttons? What was happening going into this play?
No, I mean, before I kind of said I have it, and I think... in the team fight, I don't even think I said anything. I was just trying to focus on using my buttons, and then I think Mickey was yelling that we have to fight, that we need to fight, and I'm pretty sure Boxy thought Mickey is dead for most of the team fight. Didn't realize he was alive, but.
What makes you say that? What was the communication for Boxy then?
No, after the fight, he was like, "Oh shit, I thought Mickey is dead. I didn't realize he survived."
Boxy thing, that really truly does.
Absolutely.
So you're just sitting there silently, and you're like, "Okay, this man, he's gotten himself into the same position as the bottom roach spot yet again."
We were talking about taking the fight. We knew they're coming. We kind of figured out by that point that they really like wrapping on us with their smokes, so we expected it. But when the fight breaks out, usually it's just it's a little bit chaotic. So yeah, I just try to focus on just kind of reading the fight properly. Because if you try to talk too much during the fight, at least for me, then I get, I don't use my buttons as well.
I would just ask about, like, was there a different vibe within the comms of the team fight leading into that one after having the previous one go so poorly? Like, was there confidence lost at all within the team? Because I feel like last year when we watched this roster without you on it, they looked shaken against Talon, and then Zai ended up carrying them, and now we kind of thought that was something similar that happened here. Like, you saved the game with that play. So.
I think we kind of fucked up a lot, both in the second and in the third game. Like, second game, maybe it didn't feel like we are that far ahead, but we felt like we are. And the third game, obviously, we felt like we basically had won the game, and then we took some pretty bad fights. But I think we did a very good job, like, not feeling down, and everyone was still just looking forward to the next fight and how we can take it. And yeah, Mike was saying he's not sure how he can survive, and I was saying, like, I'll try to save you, and, you know, we'll see how it goes. Like, no promises, but, you know.
Very selfless player. I still want to ask you about the game 3 draft, because we were debating like what would be the good pick for you, because you were kind of running out of options on the offlane hero for you. If you could share like which other heroes were you kind of debating which you could pick instead of Pango.
And I was thinking to play a bunch of heroes that I used to play before, but I haven't played recently, because pretty much I think like 10 heroes that I wanted to play were banned. I was thinking maybe to play Underlord or Neko. I think Neko would just give us...
Spicy.
I mean, I just felt like we want someone to buy auras and maybe give a little bit of team fight and obviously have a good lane. But the lane, I think, is pretty easy because I have Hoodwink. So yeah, I was just trying to think what would fit the best.
And look, final question before we do let you go is you're going to be in that upper bracket. You secured yourself top 3 now. You're going to be in the upper bracket against Gaming Gladiators. I know the roster before you on Liquid, you know, had that big rivalry, the back and forth. Have you inherited the beef and now you're really wanting to bring it to gaming to show the new roster, put them down?
I don't think I've inherited the beef, but I'm like bringing my own beef.
Oh, bringing it to it.
Last year in Tundra, we just watched Gladiators win tournament after tournament, and we felt like we were always like burdened by circumstances, and we were like, you know, upset watching them win tournament after tournament after tournament, and we are like at the bottom. So there was like some obviously some jealousy and like wanting to beat them. And then last year in Riyadh, we kind of had it, and then we threw in game 3. I mean, we beat them in. We said after the game that we like 3-0'd them in a best of 3 and then got eliminated because we felt like we were owning so hard, and then we threw.
Yeah.
And then game 3 again, we threw again. So yeah, that was a very very rough defeat, and I hope I'll be able to, you know, get revenge.
Well, look, if anything, you've hyped the series up more for us, 33. Congratulations, top 3, but as well as getting your win here. I'm going to let you go off, and we're going to have a look at our bracket here, just how it's shaping off in our playoffs. So the upper bracket, we alluded to it right there. More beef.